Let's get into a drama that has nothing to do with Ethan Klein, iDubbbz, or any of these clowns. Unless they just show up randomly in this drama, I swear to God, it's so annoying. This is like 5 years ago when Keemstar would show up in every drama. I swear to God, it used to annoy the crap out of me. Right, into the news. But this video is called, This is F star disgusting by Sensitive Society. And I have no idea what this is. This is supposedly about a VTuber, so I'm like interested enough to click on it. Let's go.
Just when I think I've seen it all, I've heard it all. I mean, I've been doing YouTube full time for about 4 years, 4.5. I truly thought I've seen it all, but no, there's always someone freakier to come along. And guys, we found it. So there's this YouTuber slash Twitch streamer who goes by Nyara.
By the way, there's this thing with VTubers for me. They're either like really interesting, or there's somebody that I actually am like super sussy wussy about. There's like VTubers that I'll like see him doing stuff and I'm like, oh dude, you're pretty cool. I like your grind. I think you're pretty awesome. There's some that I like actually enjoy, like Nuxanor. From time to time I find Nux pretty okay, or Nuxtaku or whatever. Nuxanor or Nuxtaku, those are his two channels. Sometimes he gets a little too political for me, but when he's just like doing like his anime breakdowns and stuff, or OP done right, I think Nuxtaku's really good. And then there's I guess It's a Gundam is kind of a VTuber now as well, and I like It's a Gundam. And I know that there's a bunch that I'm missing, but there's some out there that I find entertaining. I'm not like a VTuber connoisseur, but I do think that there's a place in it. I mean, the fact that a lot of commentary guys are just like a stagnant PNG, and then they talk poop on the internet, and then they just have the little PNG logo in the corner. They're just a step away from getting a VTuber setup.
I think that's how you pronounce it. In my opinion, they're legitimately one of the freakiest VTubers out there. Now, for the longest time, I thought VTubers were freaks. I thought they were weirdos. I thought they were degenerates. But then I realized, oh, that's just a stigma. It's not real. Not every VTuber is a degenerate. Some of it.
I think the word we can all agree though, the worst VTuber of all time is Ludwig. What a spineless little douche.
Are chill. I mean, just look at this one right here.
Jump.
Right. There's a boy.
Who's this? Oh, stupid bitch.
As you could see,
dude, she almost went too far. She almost went full iDubbbz, bro. She almost went full iDubbbz, and she did it. She stopped herself, said, do I want to get canceled on the internet today? No. Bitch. That's what we're gonna go with. That's what I was always planning on saying. If you thought I was gonna say anything else, you're a cum goblin.
Pretty trans-oriented, if you will. What they talk about is trans, which, you know, I don't care. It's your content. You can do whatever the fuck you
want. Dude, if you want to talk about Transformers on your content, that's fine. I mean, a lot of people will review Hasbro toys. I mean, if you like your Hasbro toys and your... Wait, what? We're talking about... Oh, the other kind of trans. Oh, never mind. Yeah, if you want to make your content on that, that's cool too. You identify as whatever the hell you want. It is a free society.
It does become an issue and a little freaky when you want to get kids involved into your world. And before we really get into it, I just want to say this. I don't hate trans people, okay? I really don't hate anyone. I only hate people that don't subscribe to my channel and drop a like. That's like my biggest ops. But besides
that... Bro, by the same way, dude, if you don't subscribe to my channel, if you don't like every one of my videos, I won't, like Snail knows this. Snail likes when I sit outside of his house every night in the bushes with a steak knife. He thinks that it's adorable and really cute, and I'm just sitting there lathering myself in mayonnaise. And that happens because Snail doesn't like every one of my videos, and it really hurts my feelings. But you too could get me mayonnaised up outside of your house with a steak knife if you just refuse to like my videos. So just make sure you hit those likes, because I can't teleport around all the different countries in the world. I love how my baby's just singing while I'm talking about like being naked covered in mayonnaise.
I have no problem with trans individuals. I have no problem with, well, anyone, really. Don't care what you are. As long as you're cool and respectful towards me, I'm going to be cool and respectful towards you. Now that we got that out of the way, because I know if this person sees my video, they're going to be like, this guy's transphobic, and, you know, all of this. To beat the transphobia allegations, this should be a nice...
Dude, you can't beat the transphobia allegations. It just fucking, they hit you with it, and they just be making up shit. You guys ever remember that Keffels drama from, like, a year ago? where there was this artist named Just a Worm who even Keffels had used in her thumbnails, and when Mutahar used a Just a Worm illustration of Keffels, all of a sudden it was a transphobic art rendition of her, when it was never that before. It was just like, I'm not gonna critically attack any of the claims you made against me, I'm just gonna call you transphobic and use this random artist as my thing. It got so bad for that guy that he shut his Twitter profile down and left the internet. They harassed him that hard.
Introduction to who this individual is. This VTuber has repeatedly shared their desire to groom children. They even think children can consent to life-altering decisions. So where's the backlash from VTubers? This is one of their tweets. Trans people will never leave kids alone. We want trans kids to be trans and give them the education and care we desperately need when we were younger. You know, we have this amazing YouTube video and thumbnail, leave the kids alone, leave kids alone. And this base Giga Chat responds with no.
Oh, stupid bitch.
Now, because I'm going to get asked this, do I think children, right? Children/kids. Do I think children should start transitioning? No, I am not a fan.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same position. I think when you're an adult, you can make whatever the fucking decisions you can make. Nummy. Nah, they truthed him that hard, Ella. Yeah, but like one of those things that it's like, dude, like, come on, dude, you can do whatever the fuck you want when you're an adult. Do it. Like, I don't care if you fucking walk around in a G-string with a butt plug tail hanging out of your ass cheeks. I do not care. You have every right to do that. Do whatever makes you happy, boo-boo. But like when you're a kid, bro, you shouldn't be making life-altering decisions. Like, especially if you can't. Like, there's like consent laws for a reason, bro. Like, calm down. Just like get mad at your parents. Do the edgy teen thing where you're just annoyed that they won't accept your lifestyle, and then go to college and do whatever the fuck you want.
Enough of that. I mean, how can you make that decision? How old do you have to be until you drink alcohol? 18, 21? How old do you have to be until you could get a gun? How old do you need to be to start getting tattoos? 18? But you can change your whole gender, or at least start when you're...
Bro, yeah, you gotta be 18 to even vote, bro. You can't even buy corn until you're fucking 18. But you're telling me we're gonna hit you with like life-changing stuff before then? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. You can't even watch a rated R movie until you're 17.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Really? That's what we're doing? I think that's a bit weird. I don't think we should be allowing kids to do this. How is this person pushing for little kids to start transitioning ultra?
By the way, I'm watching this gameplay and it's just making me realize I need to play Doom the Dark Ages more and more. But I made the decision on Doom the Dark Ages like early on that I'm not gonna fucking play it until a lot of this like goofy hype dies down. And you might be thinking, you're a YouTuber, you should be getting it out there right there. You should be flopping your wiener on the counter. Yeah, but everybody else has flopped their wiener out, and I'm just gonna get lost in the sauce. I'm not big enough to be swinging a giant wiener around, even though, and I don't have a giant wiener to swing. I'm a micro man. I'm the micro king.
Their whole body, or just because you felt like it that very day. You might change your mind later, but at that point, it's going to be too late. When you're forcing it upon kids this aggressively like this YouTuber is, it's weird, it's freaky, it's disgusting. Let them be a kid, let them figure their shit out, and then go from there. If you're an adult and you want to chop your penis and at 4, go crazy, you know? But doing this and enabling this behavior on a child who doesn't know better, who legitimately thinks that they're Spider-Man, do you really want to give that kid full control of everything he could do? It shouldn't be legal. I think that's fucking insane. He also made this certified hood classic. Forcing kids to wait till 18 is a bad thing. So this guy just wants every newborn, as soon as they say goo goo gaga, that means I want to change my gender. So, you know, cut my penis off while it's small. This is weird. I'm not here to call this person a pedophile or anything, but I mean, they're not helping. There's more.
Jeez. I mean, I do think that this is a little bit different than just calling somebody like calling them a PDF file and stuff. Just I'm not saying that they're that. I think this conversation has a little more nuance to that. I think that there's a lot of people who are innodized with like these fucking talking points and this absolute nonsense that they think that they're doing a cultural good for the society. I think that they're fucking saying teachers leave them kids alone based. But they're like innodized with this like TikTok brain rot, and they think that they're saving the world when all normal people, your fucking average Joe who's shopping at the grocery store for fucking pasta sauce, is gonna look at you like you're schizo.
Harm done by not allowing a kid who is questioning their gender identity to not explore themselves and get the treatment recommended by experts. Who are the experts? Are you the experts? Doing all of this yapping has definitely made me think.
By the way, nobody's saying that they can't like explore themselves. Nobody's saying that you don't have to like. Nobody's like, oh no, that girl's wearing a fucking baseball cap backwards. You think she might turn into a dude. Like, who fucking cares? Nobody's caring if they're like wearing the clothes they want to wear, doing the things they want to do. It's when you hit them with fucking like actually messing up their genetic makeup just to get progressive points on the internet without thinking of the ramifications that it might later cause.
Thank God I have my, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but thank God I have my Advanced GG with me. A powder energy drink that has 0 sugar, all natural caffeine. If you don't like energy drinks, you also have hydration. There's only a few more hours to use code Society30 for 30% off your order. They have amazing flavors. I know you're going to love it. Link in the description and the pinned comment. Now let's get back into it, but first I gotta, God knows I need the hydration, right?
I was hit up on one of these companies. It was like this weird fucking Poggers one. It was called like Poggers or some shit. They hit me up on Twitter and wanted to know if I wanted to be affiliated with them. And I was like, at that time, I wasn't even at like 500 subs, and I was a little bit unsettled by the idea that they were hitting me up. Now, they could be based or whatever. I just hadn't, I didn't know anything about them, and I was like, maybe I'll fucking wait on that. Maybe I'll put a little kibosh on that little idea of getting an affiliate link until I get a little bigger. Also, I just didn't think my channel was ready for it, but I was hit up by one of these energy drink things. I mean, one day I might have code smell my nutsack 69 to get 5% off of your favorite protein powder. Snort it like cocaine. Do whatever you want. It's your protein powder.
Right now with all the yapping that I've been doing. So what if the kid was 7 and, you know, they have an insane, disgusting parent like this individual? Like, yeah, sweetie, you can transition. And then they're like, well, I don't like it anymore. I was a kid. I do think in 20 to 30 years, we're going to see the fallout of this. And I'm sure a lot of the kids will hate their parents. Why would you let a kid make a life-altering decision like this? Why are you so obsessed with this? All your videos are kids.
Flat fee promo. Affiliate at your size. Exactly, dude. If you're morbidly obese like me, you pay more. I'm sorry, dude. We gotta put an upcharge on the fatties because they're gonna be buying more of these candy bars because they think that it's gonna make them healthy. Oh, I work out once a month, so I need the highest protein powder.
It's like, bro, chill out. Your hard drive, low-key, might need to be checked at this point. And I think back to when I was a kid.
I always use my my non-YouTube email for all that crap. Never opened any PW zips and shit. No. That's 100% facts. When I got a hit on Twitter, it was a private message. I didn't open anything. They just said, this is our website. You can go check out our website. They have a creator it wasn't like an open a zip or anything. They seem pretty legit. I actually sent Snail, like when I got that thing, Snail knows about when I was sent the one I was sent. It seemed pretty legit. It didn't smell bad to me. It was just like a smaller startup, and I didn't have time to research it at the time because I was fucking grinding content. It was right at the birth of me starting to do commentary, and I was getting a little crazy on YouTube, so.
And I'm like, I was so retarded. Well, I still am, but a lot more when I was a kid. Dude, imagine.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling you were Seymour, buddy. I saw, when I saw the thing, I definitely saw that you were a mod on my channel, and I only have 3 mods on my channel. So, and you 3 motherfuckers always be changing your names. All 3 of my mods on my chat, every time I run a chat on, or I have a live stream on YouTube, I have like mods that I've never seen the name before, and I gotta figure out which one is that motherfucker.
Imagine if I had this crazy idea put in me by my mom or my dad that if I want to be a girl now, I could. And I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. And then many years later, I'm just like, why the fuck did you guys let me do that? I was a child. I did not know better. I was literally a kid eating crayons, eating blue, running around like fucking Naruto. Why would you let me alter my whole body because I felt like it that day? And you didn't want to be a fucking parent and tell me, no, wait, or we'll figure something out. You know what I mean? There's ways to go about it. Like, this is just low-key grooming children into being trans. A 9-year-old doesn't know shit. A 14-year-old.
Oh, I would be so concerned if it were me. No, yeah, agreed. I mean...
Too quiet?
Too quiet? How about too loud? Too loud on the pussy. Like, you gotta get the clit in your mouth and just do one of these, bro. Have you ever eaten Jello? Speaking of too loud, dude, if you want to get that girl freaking out too loud, what you do is you gotta do the Jello move. You gotta get to that top part and go... You don't make that sound, but like imagine what that sound would feel like in your mouth and just hit the top of the puss that way, bro. The girls be going crazy for it.
They know everything. They don't know shit, okay? Let's see what they have to say. I don't want to slander anyone.
This person thinks that minors should be able to consent
to medical treatment. If minors can't consent to HRT, then they can't consent to puberty. How do you not understand the take? Like, what the f is wrong with you? Like, seriously.
Oh my god, dude, the fucking voice, bro. The fucking voice. No way this motherfucker sounds like that. No way this... No! Dude, you see the fucking VTuber avatar, bro. No way, dude. No way, bro. Let's go to shorts. I gotta know, dude. I gotta know if this motherfucker's...
Why is a cis kid allowed to go to puberty that align with their gender identity to make memories be socialized in a way that...
Bro, I don't know why the voice hits me so fucking hard, bro. It's just so, like, there's this other guy named, like, Rev or something that does, like, fucking woke broke content. And it bothers me that it's like this normal dude voice, and it's just like this fucking little pixie girl, fox girl avatar, but
aligns with their gender identity. But when I'm suggesting that a trans kid should be allowed the same privilege, then I'm a groomer and I'm like wrong and I'm evil and whatnot. I posted a YouTube.
Dude, it sounds like Adam Sandler. This is what it is. This is why I'm laughing. It sounds like Adam Sandler doing a German accent. I am the German. The German? I'm the German? I don't know, dude. It just sounds like fucking... I don't know. It's so Adam Sandler-ly, bro. And then just with the fucking weird-ass fucking VTuber avatar, bro. Oh, it's so great, dude. This is great.
If they can't consent to HRT, if they can't decide which puberty they want to go through, how do you, like, justify forcing them through puberty?
Who wants a mustache, right? Me.
Now, the tweet they're referring to is this one right here.
I changed all this count to dodge people. My bald ass brother, Tectone. That's an AI voice changer, bro. I don't care what the fuck the voice changer is, bro, but it's fucking hilarious. No, it's not. I just went to their actual channel. I went to their actual channel, and that's what it fucking sounds like, dude. I mean, even if you're using an AI voice changer, why the fuck would you choose Adam Sandler German?
If minors can't consent to HRT, then they can't consent to puberty. I had to read this like 2 times to make sure my brain wasn't fucking leaking. This person is so fucked up mentally. They're fried. They're like, well, you know, if you can't consent to HRT, then you can't consent to going through puberty. Consent to going through your natural selected puberty is now something that is completely against your will.
Don't worry, guys. We have to be okay with it, because you didn't consent to being born. You were just fucking yanked out of that puss wuss into the world, so we gotta like factor that in.
Ew, what is this argument? It's just a non-existent BS argument.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. It's like, I didn't fucking consent to puberty. This is bullshit, dude. You better give me some fucking drugs. There won't be any problems with that in the future.
Compare apples to...
Bro, I just see, like, one day when streaming service have ads as bad as we used to have on TV, you just have, like, one ad that comes on. It's like, what do you... Did you or someone you love get put on puberty blockers? You might be, you might be up for a lawsuit.
Fucking watermelons. It's not the same thing, okay? With HRT, you're constantly injecting yourself with something to change it.
I attempted to exercise consent over whether I was born. They cut me out anyway. They went Edward Scissorhands on my mom because I was fucking fighting so hard. I flipped around and shoved both fucking legs on the side walls of that pussy and flipped the doctor off, bro. I was sitting there just fucking full-fledged middle finger, legs on the side of the puss, yelling, "No, bitch, I'm staying in here," and all of a sudden Edward Dickerhands was cutting my mom's gut and pulling my ass out. Like, the fuck you doing, doc? Can't you, like, go back to doing cocaine like you used to do in the 80s?
Who you are. And with puberty, it's something that we all go through. Am I supposed to give this person a lesson on puberty? I better be getting paid extra for this, for giving a lecture on puberty. It is not the same thing, okay? Puberty is something that we all go through. That is a natural thing. It's just a natural part of life. Why are we having this argument? This is...
Born in the wrong body? Nope. You was born with shroomers. Don't know what that means. I was going to use the cord. Bro was gonna go to do an old David Carradine in the womb. Bro said I'm gonna do a David Carradine in the womb, but it didn't pan out. They caught me. They were like, oh no, he's trying to bust one in the sweet happy sauce inside the woomy boomy, and it just didn't work out. And then I was forced to go through puberty. That was crazy. What a fucking wild ride.
It's legitimately a non-existent argument, and this person's trying to make it an argument and a thing. It is not the same thing. What are you on about? You're fucking insane. The amount of mental gymnastics this person had to go through to get to this argument or this conclusion is beyond me. At that point, you might as well make the whole argument that you don't consent to being born and blame your dad for nutting inside your mom and bringing her to life. You
Fucking, have any of you guys played South Park Fractured But Whole? There's like your backstory as a superhero in Fractured But Whole, right? Is Carmen sits down here. Your backstory is one night your dad fucked your mom.
brainwashed, okay? I don't know who brainwashed you, but you're fucking retarded. I was willing to be charitable towards you, but they're just weird.
When these people talk about consent, it's always in a gross way. When I, for example, talk about consent...
Dude, I'm so glad I swallowed my fucking Coke before I fucking listened to this motherfucker talk. Oh, it's a mustache, right? Oh, yes. I'm always the bad guy in Wolfenstein.
To, like, address the claims of like trans kids don't exist because they are too young to transition and like all these things. They shouldn't have HRT. It's the same with me saying, hey, you know, if a trans kid cannot consent to HRT, then why can they consent to puberty? How does that work? And then it's like, oh, that is so different. That's like lunacy that you even like insinuate that such a thing even like exists. That is
bro's going absolute Auschwitz mode, bro. What you doing? What are you trying to escape? He's trying to escape. What you doing? No, why would you ever have things like that?
Crazy. Do normies actually fall for this kids can't consent to trans-affirming healthcare argument? I feel like people maybe like in the center.
Yeah, this argument isn't the argument you think it is. You're so fucking weird. I kind of feel like I need to shower after making this video. I gotta keep it real with you guys. Why are we having this argument in the first place? Can you please just leave the fucking kids alone? Let them be kids and then let them figure their shit out later. Why are we forcing this upon them? Once again, this does not come from a political side. I'm not here to push an agenda. I'm just seeing all of this as a normal ass person. How did we get to this point where we want to force transition onto little kids who don't know better, who are barely getting what life is, and you're like, well, you want to change your gender? Let's do it. You know, I support that 1000%. It's one thing to do it as an adult. It's a whole different thing to do it as a little kid when you don't know better. If we're going down this route, you could get a tattoo at any age. You could start drinking at any age. You could start.
Bro, you know how many motherfucking kids would have cocoa melon tattoos? Just a bunch of toddlers all like with like, instead of teardrops, it's just bluey under their eye. They just got fucking bluey under their eye. On their knuckles it says Sesame Street. I know that's too many fucking letters, but they would just be cramming shit. And they can't read anyway, so it would be all squibbly wibbly. Tattoo artists would make so much money off of their shrinked ass little hands.
Smoking at any age. If a 5-year-old wants some beer and a cigarette, dude, just give it. And if he also wants to get a tattoo that very same day of a fucking Crayola in his forehead, let him. Who cares? And if that very same day he also wants to transition, dude, fuck it. Let's just do it. Fuck it. If we're heading towards that, just let the kid be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. Don't even be a fucking parent. Just let him wander aimlessly throughout the universe. And I found this comment and it says, as a relatively normal trans person just trying to exist in society, it's people like you that really hold us back. This person is just making trans people look horrible and like creeps when that is not the case. There's cool trans people out there. There's trans people out there that are just trying to live their lives, but it's these type of individuals that fuck it up for everyone else. I found this comment as well. As a trans myself, I don't agree that children should transition. Children are by default not smart enough yet to...
This is our future, guys. I think we're missing the point here. I think he's missing, we're missing out on all these tatted up babies, bro. Look how gangster this baby looks. It's got the stupid big eyes. It's just like... Ew. He's like, look how hood I look, bro. The only thing it's missing is a Freebird tattoo, and it'd be fucking, oh, dude, what was that basketball player's name? I can't remember, dude. Birdman. Birdman, I can't remember his real name. Chris Anderson. We got Chris Anderson, the baby, bro. All babies are gonna be walking around looking like fucking Chris Anderson, have Freebird tattoos across their neck. They're gonna be yelling Leonard Skinner songs. It's gonna be glorious.
to make their own decisions, let alone know what those decisions even led to. A random kid at 13 or younger shouldn't be thinking about this type of stuff, which I agree with. Puberty is a natural progression of things. It exists for a reason. Now, this is someone responding to them on Twitter, and they say, sorry I'm a leftist, but I still think that the risk of infertility when it comes to HRT and puberty blockers is too big of a risk to give to teenagers. Let them go to therapy for short, but no HRT before 18. I think that's a valid take. This person is delusional. This person
Did you see this person, super rational breakdown, just fucking like let them be whoever they want to be. Then fucking this person, I think it's more important to save lives.
I still think that
Why do they always take it to, why do these fucking schizos always take it to this level? You can't have a rational conversation because they always like go straight to death. Straight to death!
risk of infertility when it comes to HRT and puberty blockers is too big of a risk to give to teenagers. Let them go to therapy for short, but no HRT before 18. I think that's a valid take. This person is delusional. This person should never be taken seriously.
Because a lot of these things that they are saying are from a fake point of like compassion. We don't hate trans people. We just want kids to make the right decisions. I love how this pretends to be shocked.
I guess it's wrong and you're insane and transphobic if you don't want little kids to start transitioning. The thing with these people is they only see black and white. That's all they know. That's all they see.
Yeah, none of them they love to throw out nuance for everything. Like they love to, when you have a criticism, they're like, oh, you only see black and white, you don't see nuance. It's like, motherfucker, we threw all the nuance at you and you just said death will happen, bro. You fucking went straight to black and white terms every fucking time. Don't come at me pretending like you understand nuance. Every time you fucking try to have a rational conversation with any of these schizos. I've been covering way too many of these Hassan Piker types to be fooled by this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Life isn't black and white. I wish it was that simple, okay? But it is not. And you're potentially harming the child a lot more when you enable his 7-year-old fucking thinking. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say. This person, please check their hard drive. The amount of times they talk about kids on their
Please check. I love the shade right there at the end.
Twitter and YouTube is a bit sus. I'm not here to call him a pedophile or anything, but very interesting. To say the least. Anyways, I'm out. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye.
Well, that was the Boy Sensitive Society. What a VTuber rabbit hole we just went down. That was insane, guys. That was an insane one, bro. That was wackadoodle mode to the absolute fucking nth degree. But that was great. That was great. And as always, guys, like and subscribe on my channel. We will get into more chaos and way more than that. I want to cover every... If you ever have any drama you want to let me know about, make sure to put it down in the comments below.